course, can't see me because it's dark, which is absolutely fine. It is 11:17. I am here. Let me see this TV. Let me turn it down some. But this TV might go to a brighter screen. And you probably can see my face. You can see the outline. Whew. Okay. Shoot. Wait, let me drink some tea. Okay, so basically, I'm just talking. Like, these videos is for me, and whoever watches it. If whoever doesn't, don't. But I know that everybody will be watching this soon. Might not be tomorrow, might not be next week, but these videos will be like, man, like worldwide. Everybody gonna be watching the video. Well, not everybody, but most people anyway. So moving along, let me see. Can I set this phone here? Can't see me. Maybe just set the ceiling. As long as you can hear me, actually. Okay, I think my volume is pretty good. So, anyways, I'm just going to be. Oh, see, there's a little light. Oh, it went away. Just hi. So, I'm here. It's me. So I'm going to be just talking about some random stuff. The title is My Truth Really Should Not Bother You. Like, and I am laying down, so I got my hand on my head, so it's like, I don't know, I just had to say that. I just had to say that for some reason. But anyways, my truth should not bother you. Okay? Like everybody has a truth. Everybody has a story. So I'm just online, like again, these posts and these videos are really for me because it's what well, as far as the videos go, this is my truth. Of course, I wouldn't mind having people hear it or view it, but at the same time, I'm like, you know, if y'all do. It's more so of a releasing for me, something that I can go back to and watch the video. And then when things happen, I can look back and be like, oh my goodness, I remember when I said that. Or, oh my goodness, like that kind of thing. Y'all know how I go when you look back, months, years later at something you did, a picture or a video. And it's like, yeah, wow, I did say that, or I did do that. Or yeah, I remember that shirt, like things like that. So that's what these videos is mostly about. Again, though, if anybody wants to view them, fine, you can, whatever. Okay, so, and it is great information. I'm not saying don't watch my videos, watch it because I'm quite sure if people who watch my video, okay, this is getting to what I'm saying. Okay, so people who watch my videos, if you actually listen with an open mind, okay? Like, first of all, you have to have some kind of spiritual knowledge, and you have to, I would say, believe or know that reincarnation and reincarnation is a real thing. Like, if I'm talking, trying to explain to somebody about reincarnation and how, or just, oh my goodness, how can I say this? I'm just thinking, oh my goodness, man, this is so funny. If y'all only knew the stuff that go through my mind, when I be trying to think of something, y'all probably have this happen to y'all too. When you see the word or you see the phrase that you're trying to say, it's in your mind, but then a picture that's totally different come up, and then you hear something else, and you're like, wait a minute, what, like what I supposed to say? Which one go with that? And then it'd be like, I don't know, it's weird. But it'd be funny, but it'd be weird. Like, what in the world? Got me talking all over the place. Again, this is how I talk, and I'm just again using my throat chakra. I'm using my throat chakra. So I'm just, just babbling, just talking. It's late at night. I'm like up, I'm drinking some tea. So I'm like, okay, let me just talk to myself for a little bit, record me talking to myself. Okay, so getting back to the truth thing, like my truth should not be bothering you, along with anybody' truth. Again, and it's something that I have to work on far as I'm the type of person, again, I'll probably be going off topic, but probably still on topic at the same time. I'm the type of person that like don't think about themselves. Like I be I don't know, it's weird. Like say I'm like if I want to say something like to boost myself up, like my self confidence, I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, Demetra, I don't know, you can say that because you're Demetra. Like if I'm like, oh yeah, I'm the only girl born in 82 or something, the only real girl born in 82, the year 82. And I'm like, if I know that's truth, I'ma say it. But then I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't want to sound like I'm not humble and I don't know, it's weird. So I just be like, no, I'm not going to say that. But at the same time, I'm like, girl, if you don't stand in your confidence, like it's okay. Like if somebody feels some kind of way, let them feel some kind of way. And I do that. Well, I used to do that. I'm trying to get out of it with just other stuff. Let me give another example of myself, okay, Demetra? Like, um, I don't know. I can't think of anything right now, but I know it's gonna come to me. But just something of me owning who I am and not being apologetic for it. That's basically what it is. Because some stuff I'd be like, oh my goodness, do I sound like I'm a boss? Like I'm bossing people around. Like I don't want to sound like that. Because I don't. I don't want to sound like I'm bossing anybody around. But I'm like, Demetra, it's okay. You can I ain't gonna say boss people around. Say I can't even like say it. Like I can't just I don't know. But it's like Demetra, that's who you are in a good way. In a good way. You not like no somebody that's gonna whip people into shape and have people scared to come and talk to you. You know. And that's how I be feeling too, like the energy of like people who you have people afraid to ask them questions or come and talk to them and be like, oh my goodness, I don't like the people is having putting fear in them in a sense. Like, oh my goodness, I'm afraid to ask this person that I follow a question because I think they're going to cuss at me. They're going to yell at me. So I got to just keep quiet and be a yes ma'am, yes sir, yes, knowing good and well that don't even agree with most of that stuff or that stuff is confusing whatever the person is saying. Like what are you saying? Kind of like now when I'm like rambling but I really haven't said nothing. Again, I'm just using my throat chakra. So I'm just talking. But so my truth, let me get into my truth. Okay, so my truth is I'm Demetra Diane Hempfield. Oh my goodness, like if y'all only knew, like I'm just like it's dark time now outside. Well, I'm inside, but I'm facing the window and the TV is on. But when I close my eyes and I don't know, just say my name and I'm just like picturing my name, I'm like, oh my goodness, like how the letters like in different. Oh my goodness. I know y'all like, girl, is your name, what are you so smiling over your name? Like, oh, like you guys will be doing the same thing. I kid you not. When you say Demetra, like my name, when y'all gonna be start saying it, it's gonna be with power, with justice, with just relaxation. It's going to have so much like authority. And I'm talking about like in a good way. Man, if y'all only knew, but y'all will soon. Y'all will soon. Um, what else I mainly want to talk about? Um, oh yeah. There's something I do want to talk about too about people. Hopefully, I can stay on topic with this. Um, with people being afraid to speak the truth, to speak their truth, or even hey, to speak my truth. Like if I'm saying okay, if I gave somebody a letter, handwritten or email, a letter, mail a letter, an email or whatever, and I signed it like it's coming from me, like me. It's not like I wrote it and then gave it to somebody, then they translated it, then they gave it to somebody else and they translated it, and then they gave it to the person that I wanted to give it to. It's like, no, direct contact or direct, basically, no middleman. It's just, hey, coming from me. I said it, I wrote it, whatever, whatever. I spoke it. So, say I gave specific information to somebody, that's the truth. That's the truth. There's no lies. It's coming from my mouth. And the person and the information is like, interesting. Interesting. Like you gave a specific date and you say this might happen on a specific date. And you gave me this information, like, wow. And I'm telling you, like, feel free to share it. Like, well, do as you will with it. But you can share it if you like, like, do whatever you want to do with it. I'm not saying don't share it. I'm not saying share it. But I'm like, I gave you this information. What do you feel in your heart to do with it? Do you feel like you should just keep this information to yourself and be like, nope, I'm keeping this information. Nobody needs to know this for different reasons? Or do you feel like, you know what? This is some powerful messages. This is a powerful note. I don't want to be the only one to know this. I know that I feel it, so I need to spread the word. I need to let somebody else know, and then let somebody else know. And after that, hopefully, the people that I let know, they tell some other people about it, that kind of thing. Now, I get the feeling because I was in the same position. I was in the same position of having important information given to me, knowing some information given to me, and it sounds so freaking crazy. Like crazy, crazy. Quote and quotation marks. Like, what is really crazy. And y'all all know, everybody know, most of these crazy people in the movies and in the books be the ones that be the most sane. Okay? So, anyways, yeah, years ago, and and the information that was presented to me was like right up in my face. Like it was facts, it was the feeling, it was the knowing, it was the connection, but it would just sound so freaking strange, but believable because I am connected. I was connected to the truth too. I mean, I'm still connected to that Pacific truth. But I was just like, oh, I mean, I know I want to, everybody needs to know this, but if I go out and tell it, people might think I'm crazy. Like, I'm going through some kind of a custody, quote unquote, battle, at the time. So I'm just like, I ain't trying to put this information out there and have me looking crazy. But again, it was the truth. The information was the truth, but the truth sounds stranger than fiction. So I'm thinking like if I say this, if I let people know this information, which is the truth, what needs to be heard, but it just sounds so crazy and strange. Like I already know people will look at me or people will say, Demetra, what are you talking about? That sounds so crazy. You need to be in a mental institution. Like you and the guy. Well, let me just keep it simple. I'm talking about my daughter's dad, okay? Talking about him. How we met up, how we when we was neighbors for a few years and is bypassing each other. This is years ago, bypassing each other. So it was just like highs and buys, nothing simple. I mean, nothing simple. Very simple, no real conversation, nothing. We not interested in each other. I sure enough was not interested in him, none of that, whatever. But right before I moved from that location in Baltimore to a townhouse, me and him had got like connected, and he was like telling me some stuff, and it's, man, go to my YouTube channel, listen to that song actually, An Interesting Man. Not even on my YouTube channel. Yeah, it's on my YouTube channel. It's in the community, one of the community links. But it's also on my YouTube channel. I mean, my Facebook channel or page rather, Demetra Hempfield. It's called An Interesting Man. Listen to that song. Um, yeah. So, anyways, so that's like, yeah, listen to that song. So basically, the stuff that he was telling me when he been through his awakening, his dark night of the soul, and if y'all know what a dark night of the soul is and an awakening is, then you know like what you go through, what you see, the quote unquote paranoia kind of activities you see, pictures talking, I'm talking about like still pictures talking, and you just seeing, I mean, putting pieces together and like realizing some stuff. And then, like with him, when he expressed it, like all is truth, is facts. So during that time when he was expressing the truth and explaining it to me and to others, he was just like blah 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 blah, and like he was heated. This dude was freaking heated. Like he was upset and mad that he done been through all this kinds of bullshit, and like the celebrities was putting him through so freaking much, and then some of his family members, and he realized that shit, so he was just going off on everybody, like such and such did this, I'm connected to this, oh this mother effer had me in a song talking about hurting them in the home and the terrapins, yeah, and he was selling crack down here and Nanny Bo, like putting stuff together, and it made sense because it was facts. He did collages like out, like come on, he, man. I'm trying to tell y'all this. He was like getting in on y'all asses, and I'm talking about regular people asses too, like the ones who he even was saying like y'all mother effers is like underneath spell work and stuff. Y'all don't even realize it. Y'all going to work Monday through Friday, like all this shit is like spell casting, and y'all just like what was it like them hamster wheel things, and then like a lot of people, damn it, what do you say, like relationships, a lot of these people like relationship wise, men be putting spell work on the females, hypnotizing them, and the females be doing the same thing. But his main purpose that he was always been saying is that he's here for the woman and children. He's here for the woman and children, because he was like, y'all niggas, well, y'all males, he said the N-word, whatever. But he was like, y'all males, y'all not kings yet. Y'all don't even be respecting y'all women. So how y'all even, kings, and how y'all even, like, no woman should even be with y'all, because y'all some, it's just y'all some lame ass niggas, and I'm sorry for saying the N-word for people who's like, oh, she's saying nigga, but that's the energy. But and I'm saying it in like the nicest, calmest way. But he wasn't when he say, man, go. Oh, that's what I need to do. I'm gonna link his Instagram. I'm gonna link his Instagram because y'all will watch them videos and be like, first of all, y'all gonna be watching and be like, what the f is this dude talking about? But once you realize the background of it and actually listen, hear and listen, you can put it things together and be like, oh, okay. Okay, I get it. But yeah, the first, yeah, probably couple of videos, even the random ones, if you watch through random videos, you'll be like, what? But then if you go rewatch them, you'll be like, oh, okay. you know how like you hear a song. I know how that's how I be. If I hear a song for the first time, I'm like, okay, it sound okay, and then you gotta rehear it again to really get the feel of it. Like, okay, but so yeah. So anyways, he had presented some real life facts, some real information to me. So I'm like, what? Like, I was just like, for who he is, I'm like, I have to let people know. But I'm in my mind, like people gonna think that I'm crazy, but I'm like, this is facts. Just say okay, Jesus for instance, he got the spirit of Shaka Zulu, Jesus, and Osiris. Okay, now some of y'all's like, Jesus not real, Jesus not real. I'm telling y'all now, a couple of videos he does state that, but I'm like, but he says oh my goodness, how can I explain this the way he said it? And explaining how I understand it. He is for the people who believe in Jesus. Of course, it's the yays and the nays. Okay, simple. Yay and a nay. You either yes to it or no to it, and whatever the person name is, but whatever name, Jesus, AKA this, AKA that, AKA whatever. That the person that's in the Bible, the person that's in the Bible, whatever name you want to call that person. Okay, whatever name you want to call that person. So for the people who believes in that person, who's like, yeah, this person is real, he's coming back, yada yada yada. The person who believes in the person in the book, Jesus, aka Yahweh, aka Joshua, aka Yahweh, whatever name, whatever freaking name you want to call this person. My daughter's dad is like, he's that person in the male form. He's that person. Like, yeah, like he's that person. To give y'all a visual, okay, I'm here. Like if y'all want to believe so much in this person that's supposed to be coming back, that's supposed to be saving y'all, that's supposed to be this and that and whatever, whatever. If y'all so much waiting on this person in a book, okay, F it, I'm him. I'm here. Now what? I'm out of the book. Now what? What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Like I'm telling y'all I'm here and y'all still reading a book. I'm out of the book. I'm here. You know. So then for the people who's like, oh, ain't no such person as that, ain't no such person as that or whatever. He's like, okay, cool. Well, whatever person that you feel as though did everything, I'm him. I'm him. Oh, what religion? Oh, what entity? What this? Oh, Cyrus, Shaka Zulu. Yeah, Shaka Zulu. Yeah, I'm got the spirit of him. You know what I mean? So that's more so the kind of stuff that he's saying, which is true. Like the man, it's just when I tell y'all and the synchronicities of how we came, and I'm just like, man, divine timing. And sometimes you just gotta laugh. If not most of the time, you gotta laugh at the facts. Oh my goodness. But yeah, but he's really here for women and children. Really here for women and children. But I tell y'all, he was going off on the videos. So basically, being around him and his energy, I got into my hermit mode. I still was interacting with my son at this time, but it was still like through that whole custody thing. And then so when my son was taken from me through lies, through lies by his dad, I was just like, oh my goodness, like, man, I don't know. But long story short, I went through the dark night of my soul. Okay, the dark night of the soul, reflecting on who I am, find out who I am. Like even now, I'm still going through it. I'm in the process of releasing it, of talking about it. So I'm like, but I do it calmly. But I know I gotta. I ain't gonna say I know. Well, yeah, I know. I'm gonna say, yeah, I know. I know I have to like get it out fully. When I say fully what's inside of me, the anger, the hurt, the pain, like just pressure cooker. Like, yeah, right now I'm actually slowly releasing it. And it's like, okay. But I'm like, this sucker need to speed up. But I'm like, so when I tell y'all I'm so much afraid of my power, and that's something that I need to work on. And it's a shame that I actually am still saying that. I'm like, Demetra, do not be ashamed. Do not be ashamed. Do not be afraid of your power. But I'm like, oh my goodness. And I don't want to be, how can I say, and that's with anybody. Like a lot of y'all got powers too that's not activated. And if you notice, well, I have noticed in a lot of videos, not videos, but movies and TV shows and stuff like that, even in X-Men, and even in that the Super Cell on Netflix, to activate them powers, like you really got to be upset and mad, or like something quote unquote negative have to happen to you in order for your powers to activate. It takes me to that part in the movie Mortal Kombat, the 2020 such and such movie. I forgot. I posted it. I made a community post about that. But about the bloodline. It was more so about the bloodline, how the enemy thought that they took out a Pacific family bloodline. They thought they won. Like, oh yeah, we done took out everybody that got this specific bloodline, so it was no heir to the throne. Yada yada yada. We could take over. We bad and bougie. We good. We got this. But then come to find out, yeah, y'all mother effers, y'all know was somebody hidden. Y'all didn't know that part, right? The enemy didn't know that your bloodline, that they thought that they done off. It was a baby that was hidden the whole time, that grew up. So now generations and generations and centuries done passed. So that means more children from that bloodline that y'all thought y'all got rid of is out here. So now y'all looking like, wait a minute, who's this person? Who's that person connected to? What? And test the blood. Oh my goodness, they got such and such blood. How that happen? We thought we ended all that. No, no, you didn't. The hidden. It was a baby that was hidden, or babies, a person, a girl, a little boy. Like, come on now. But anyways, that wasn't really what I was talking about the blood. But I was talking about the activation of powers. So in that movie, the latest Mortal Kombat, the dude who was strong with the arms, doing his training in another realm. You know how they went to the other realm to practice training and this and that or whatever. So the dude who had like super strength, he was like the boxer. I forgot his name in the movie, but he was the boxer in the beginning of the movie. So, anyways, he went to the place and they was training. So the dude, was it Raiden? Yeah, the good guy. I think it was Raiden. Yeah, Raiden with the lightning. He was training him. He was just like, yeah, hit him. They was in the training room in that Pacific realm. So the dude with the arms was just practicing punching and stuff like that. And Raiden was like, you need to punch harder. You need to punch him harder. Yada yada yada. So the dude with the arms says, I am punching harder. Like I'm doing it. So Raiden, like, come on, man, you need to really punch hard. Like this is life and death situation. You talking about you giving it your all, but you're not. And the dude, like, I am. Like, listen, I ain't choose to be a champion. Like, what the heck? Because I got Hanzo and blood. Like I don't. That's my great 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 grandfather. I never knew the man. Like something he was saying. So Raiden was like, fine, you want to go back and leave and go be with your family, go ahead. So he opened the portal and, the dude with the arms went back to his family. So come to find out, what was his damn name? But the guy who got like 6 arms or 8 arms came and to visit his family. They came and visit his family, like he was going to hurt him and stuff like that. So the dude with the 8 arms, y'all know who I'm talking about. He either had 8 arms or 6 arms. The tall green man, and he was strong. He was strong. So he ended up going to the dude house, and so them two started fighting. The strong arm guy who was a champion, and then quote unquote the monster guy who had all these arms. They was fighting. So when the dude who had all these arms was about to attack his wife and his daughter, why that mother effer activated? Like he pushed that man or punched him so hard that his chest like lit up and like it was just like, and he got all this extra strength. So of course he ended up, beating the quote unquote monster, butt or whatever. He whipped him. But I say that story to get to this part, or to say this. Sometimes you got to be in situations more than just training. Like when you training, you like, oh yeah, I'm training, you know, I'm giving it all I got, like this is the real thing. I'm doing my best, yada yada yada. But actuality, when you not training, when you like in that realness, when you gotta go for it, like you ain't training, this is life and death. That's when you activate more. When you like, damn, I ain't even know I was, I had this in me. So I be telling myself that, but I'm like, I don't want to be like activated in a negative way. Like I don't want nobody to piss me off, or somebody to really get me upset. And I'm just like, rah, and yeah, my power's activated. It's like, yeah, I'm like, no, because I'm like, I don't want no negative, no negative activation. I'm like, okay, let me just have it be good activation, like get my full power. And that's what I think it brings me to the movie X-Men. And a couple of movies of the X-Men when negative things happen and then it's like somebody hurt somebody or somebody save somebody, like they run real fast and just like, damn, I didn't know I can do this. Like some kind of traumatic event had to happen, if that makes sense, before they be like, damn, what I just do? Like I ain't know I can do that, that kind of thing. So yeah, so that's why I'm like, it probably might be a mass awakening, like when people who do got powers, like I'm quite sure a lot of us have powers. I do believe in that. Now again, me saying all this, somebody might be like, oh, that's crazy. Nobody don't got no damn powers. Like that's only on the movies and only on TV. Don't nobody can run fast. Ain't nobody got no telekinesis. People don't got no superhuman strength. It's like, why not? Why not? Like so many of us, so many of y'all, so many of us have quote unquote superpowers that we have not even tapped into yet, that we haven't even activated to its fullest yet. Like some of y'all might see bits and pieces of what y'all can do, and y'all probably have been keeping it to yourselves. But I'm like, something is going to shoot. It might be a mass awakening of powers. And like, if you ever have it, you have it, or you don't, you don't. Something coming. Something coming. But anyways, going back to the truth thing. So I'm just like the truth that my daughter's dad was saying. I'm just like, if I tell people that, they'll look at me like I'm freaking crazy. And I did tell like my close coworkers, what was going on, and even my family, my sisters and stuff. I was telling them about him, and they was like, "Oh no, he's a demon. He's a demon. You need to get him out your house. You don't need to be around him." And yada yada yada. And I know what I felt with him, and I'm just like, in my heart, I know who he is. Like y'all have not experienced what I experienced with him, like with the how he explained things to me, the feeling, the energy, the passion of what the truth that is coming out of his mouth. I'm like, I witnessed all that. Like I felt his pain. I felt his like release of like, like mother effers. Like I felt that. So me trying to tell others about him, yeah, it's his story, but I'm trying to, tell people like, cause who he is, I'm like, I have to tell people. Like the whole world needs to hear about this. Man, I was emailing. I, it's going to come out. The media going to put out who I was emailing, talking about him specifically, not about me. Because at this time, I was more so focused on him, on his truth, not my truth. But I emailed so many people. I'm talking about a whole lot of places from the Scottish Rite in different states, the Freemasonry in different states. I emailed TMZ, the New York Post, Washington Post, Baltimore Sun, the National Enquirer. I mean, so much stuff. The Vatican, a newspaper in London. I did all that. And then when it came to my, like process for me, I did the same thing with myself. I emailed the same people and probably even more. But far as having the information, his truth and who he is, I'm like, I have to spread it. I have to. But I'm like, I'm going to be looked at as crazy. Wish I was again. My sisters even was telling me, you need to be in a mental institution. I'm about to drop you off at the hospital. He ain't no Shaka Zulu. He don't got the spirit of Shaka Zulu. And it was, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That day, man, when I tell y'all that day, that they disrespected him so freaking badly. And I'm like, y'all mad and upset with him because he's speaking the truth and y'all think that it's crazy. Like, it's the truth. I get it. Yes, it may sound crazy, it may sound strange, but it's the truth. So my sisters thought that, I'm brainwashed and I'm speaking nonsense and I remember trying to tell my sister about the spirit of Shaka, like breaking down Shaka, how like Zulu means heaven and how he experienced burning and Shaka eat fire on the land, like something like I forgot exactly how he explained it. But he was saying some stuff that's like, why not? Like anything is possible. Anything is freaking possible. Like in the connection of feeling and then how I seen him. Man, like before, this the weird thing. I'ma just a little bit. I ain't gonna go into the whole detail of the what was it? The real life experience that I had. It was like a dream, a vision, an out of body experience, something. I seen him. I seen his name. Like what? How old was I? Okay, my oldest son. No, my youngest son was 2. Well, I only had 2 sons at the time. EJ was 2. He was born in 3907. So just say in the year 2010. The year 2010. And I didn't meet him really. No, it was younger than that. 3907, 789, 2009. Just what basically what I'm trying to say is before I even met my daughter's dad, before I even knew of him, I seen him. I seen his name. And then how I seen his name was like a whole freaking, I'm not even going to go into it. But I seen his name and I seen, man, I seen his name before I even met him. And I'm talking about maybe 7 to 10 years before I even met him. And even when I met him, of course I wasn't thinking about that. Like it didn't register. Like, oh, hey, I dreamed about you 10 years ago. I seen your name 10 years ago. Like I wasn't thinking about that until like months later when I'm like reflecting on everything. And I'm like, oh my goodness. I seen the freaking future. I seen what's going to take place between me and you and the world and like others. And I told him about it. So I'm just like, and man, that's all I'm gonna say on that part. But I seen his name. I seen, I didn't see him. I didn't know how he looked, but as far as his name go, I seen his name. I seen his name. And how I seen it, I ain't even gonna comment on that. Not right now. Not right now. But yeah. So anyways, so when he talking and everything, and I'm just like, why not? He's for women and children And what he's saying, like, correlates with the experience that I've been through. Like, I have to tell some people, so wish I did. And of course, everybody was like, oh, you crazy. You need to get away from him. You need to leave him alone. You need to get him out your house. You don't need to be around him, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, is y'all even listening to what I'm saying? So, of course, even with them saying that, at that present moment, I was feeling like, they must know who he is, and these must be the same people that tried to crucify him, or the same people that's like, you know how like men can be in women and women can be in men. Every people can jump different bodies and stuff like that, and have somebody talk, somebody say something out of somebody else's body, and it's like, huh? What? I mean, I'm quite sure y'all seen that in the movies, right? Hopefully, I'm explaining it right. When say you out and about with with your significant other, and you know your significant other for years, now all of a sudden they start saying some stuff that they wouldn't have known about, but somebody else, like your grandmother or your grandfather, probably would say to you. So they saying the same stuff to you, your significant other, and y'all out and about, and you like, wait a minute, that's something my grandmother used to say. So it's like your grandmother is speaking through your person. Your person is not there at the moment. That's their vessel, but your grandmother, whoever, is speaking through your person at the time. So then when your grandmother leaves from the vessel, you be talking to your person like, damn, how did, like, grandma, or like such and such, how did you know about whatever, whatever, or yeah, you remember that? And then the person like, what are you talking about? Like, they don't even know what just happened. So anyways, with that being said, when a lot of people who I was telling him about, when just about everybody was like getting upset and getting mad and calling him names and calling me names, I'm just like, wait a minute now. I'm like, is y'all even listening? Y'all not even giving him a chance. Y'all ain't even giving me a chance. And I'm telling people, like, for the people that know me, and I even be telling them, like, when I tell them this, I'm like, y'all know me. Y'all know I would not say anything out of my mouth like this if it was not true. Like, why would I jeopardize my sanity? Or why would I jeopardize people saying negative things about me if it's not true? Like, why would I, like, purposely do that? Why would I do that? Why would I draw that attention to me if it's not true? So y'all should have been saying, like, well, damn, Demisha, we know you got a sound mind. We know you're a good person. We know you always optimistic. We know you get along with everybody. We know you have a sound mind. And for you to come out and say and like support him, like, it gotta be like fireworks. It gotta be truth. Like, we should be listening to you because you wouldn't say anything like this if it wasn't true. But then again, people thought that he had me underneath a spell or whatever. And I'm like, no, I'm saying the simplest things. He's saying the simplest things. Now, his what you call that, deliverance. His deliverance was like, yeah, wild and crazy and like, man, but that's how he delivered what he had to say. And I even been telling him, like, why you gotta be cussing at everybody when you do these videos? Like, why you gotta, because again, I'm not used to being around the energy, like cussing and that frequency and all that. Like, I'm a calm person, shy, calm, and collective, cool, calm, collective, like, but him, he was just like, rah, 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 F y'all, in this, in that, I'm the N word, yada, 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 F y'all, just different things. So I'm like, you want people to listen to you, but you cussing at them. Like, how, what, like, he is like, that's how some people gotta hear me. That's how some people, you gotta get people's attention that way. Sometimes you gotta do that. And I'm like, okay, sure. In my mind, I'm like, shoot. But I guess it's true. Some people do pay attention when when people cussing at them and saying cuss words. It's like, oh, F you. And they turn around, oh, did you say my name? It's like that person said F you. Remind me of the Professor Clumps when somebody farted at the table, and then somebody said, "Did somebody call my name?" And he was like, "Yeah, I called your name. If your name was," he was farting. So that's how I was saying with him or Victorio, and he cussing and saying "mother effer," and that's how y'all be. Did somebody call my name? Like, oh, your name mother effer? But anyways, so speaking, I'm basically saying like I was a bit dreary about speaking his truth because it was just like so strange and wild and like, oh my goodness, like people I don't think people ready for this. But at the same time, this is what y'all waiting for. This is what y'all have been waiting for. So even if y'all not ready for it, oh well, it's here. It's here. And I'm like, technically, I guess August 4th, the time going to be up. So y'all either on board or you're not. And I also feeling like my energy, well, I know my energy is going to be on an F y'all kind of a mode too. Like I think that's where my okay, Demetra, it is if ain't nobody coming to you, if ain't nobody, and for me, the stuff that I'm saying on my channel, like, of course, I want people to view it, and give me their input on there. But I'm like, if people who really is listening, people who really is hearing what I'm saying, like, even with my shorts, it should be like a domino effect. It should be like, I don't know. I can't even explain it. It should be more so like, okay, she's the Mitra. She's showing facts. She's showing facts. And I'm like, and that takes me back to that 0.1%. That 0.1%. I'm like, you know how everything is 99.99999%. Like, where is that 0.0001%? That's me. Everybody has that 0.00001, whatever it may be, inside of you. I'm connected to everything. Everything is connected to me. So I'm saying, I'm just saying, like y'all taking a chance on that 0.0001%. Far as me not being who I am, or me being Demetra Diane Hemphill, like y'all might be like, okay, sure, you're Demetra Diane Hemphill, great. Whoop de doo, that's your name, okay, great. You're Demetra Diane Hemphill. You got your ID. I'm not going to deny that, okay. And then I'm like, great, thank you. But do you know the significance of who I am? That's the thing. Like, I'm quite sure, like, okay, I have my ID, Demetra Diane Hemphill. People like, okay, you're Demetra Diane Hemphill. Great. Who are you? I mean, like, what's the significance of being Demetra Diane Hemphill? And that's when I'm like, watch my videos and you will see. Because if you have to ask me that, then you haven't did your work before you came to me. And really, I'm quite sure I know like I'm gonna be on that. Like y'all missing out. Y'all messed around and missed out on your own dreams and on your own blessing because you couldn't take the time to realize that anything is possible. Anything is possible. But yet, once this movie comes out, once this movie is made, MADE is in my name. Once this movie is made, y'all gonna be sitting back watching it like, oh my goodness, why do people not believing her? Like like why are people not coming up to her or just like liking her videos or making comments or sharing it or passing it along to other people, you know? But hey, y'all gonna be watching back looking at y'all sales like I'm trying to tell y'all. And I know this is probably spooky and scary and weird, but if you think about it, if you listen to yourself, go back and think about all the things you told yourself or you done heard about this time coming. Go back, sit back, and reflect on the times you was like, man, this world don't even supposed to be like this. This world is out of balance. This world is whack. Like, we need to come together and like fix this. This is not how it's supposed to be. We supposed to be having fun. Like, what is this goal of being here? Just working and paying bills and working and paying bills and working, and then having people who got millions and trillions of dollars, but yet we still got homelessness. We still got children that don't have no food. We got the mega millions and the mega millions and the Powerball being 800 million thousand dollars or whatever the number is. Well, it's been higher. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The mega millions and the Powerball. Been all that millions of dollars, but yet we still got some schools that don't have no AC for the children. But yet we still got homelessness people that don't even have food. But yet we got mothers, single mothers, and I throw in some single fathers over here working 2 or 3 jobs just to keep up with the bills and have food for their children. But yet the mega millions is $800 million. But yet they got artists that make and people, all these athletes that sign for $20 million for 4 years. But yet we got all this stuff that, man, but yet we got all these abandoned homes around that need to be fixed up so people can actually live in them. I'm like, that's the kind of stuff that I see, that I know that is effed up. And the whole dirt thing, DIRT, dirt is in my name. And I'm like, nobody should be paying for dirt. Nobody should be paying for land. What's land? Mortgages, rent. I'm like, who gave, like, it don't even make sense. Like, I can't even say it every time when I'm trying to, like, say it out of my mouth. This stuff don't come out because it doesn't make any sense. It's like, land is free, dirt is free. I didn't give nobody permission to be like, oh, yeah, here go the dirt. It's all yours. Have people paid to live on the dirt. Like, no, the land of the free. And I'm just talking about in all countries. But if I have to, like, dome it in, dome in a section, I guess it'll be the United States. I don't know, it's weird. But basically, getting back to that truth information, it's like the truth sounds strange to the fiction. I know who he is, I know who I am. And for people to be like so mad and then just be so negative about somebody else's truth, it makes me really, that gives me like a confirmation. Like, oh, so you know who I am. Oh, so are you actually against me? You part of the people who came back, who got reincarnated and came back to go against me because you know who I am. So you trying to keep me from rising, or you did your part or trying to do your part and to keep me from remembering? Is that why you so mad? Is that why you so mad that me and him connected? Oh, you thought I was going to be just going to leave him because he sounded a bit weird and strange, even though in my heart, and how he came, when I say that divine timing, when, man, I cannot emphasize that enough without, man. And I'm like, is this really happening? Is this really freaking happening? When I say the times that we bypass each other, he wasn't awakened. Like it was, hi, how you doing today? Good, good. He probably hold the building door open for me if I'm leaving out, if I'm coming in. The same with him, But no real conversation, no real conversations for like 2 years that we lived next to each other. Then one day I knocked on, man, go listen to that song. Go listen to that song. And I'm just like, divine timing, divine freaking timing. So that's another thing that was like confirmation during this time that I'm like, what? I was just thinking about like God. Like I was just like, what? Man. And a letter H. Man, y'all. So again, I'm like, yeah, this information, if since I know who he is, I know the spirits that he have in him, I know the power that he holds, and I know that shoot, we gotta work together. And I'm trying to be on his team because I know who he is, and ain't no way, man. With me, I kid y'all not. If I have not opened that door and let him in, this we would be in a whole nother different reality. We would not even be here probably. Like all of us now would probably be, all of y'all, or even myself included, we would probably be freaking trees looking at ourselves. We would be trees, have the view of ourselves and trying to communicate to ourselves like, like, hey, the person is here. It just would, man. So I'm like, me opening up that door and letting him inside. I know I saved plenty of people and myself actually. I know that. That's why I'm like, because this information sound weird and strange, that's no reason not to share it. Yes, again, I'm like, I was going through some kind of stuff with my son's dad, and I'm like, if I post this, if I post this on social media, they're gonna be like, what? And I think they even was trying to, no, I don't think they, I don't know, but I ain't even trying to remember all that. Like, whew, man, that was a time. Yeah, I'm not even trying to be in that feeling, but to know that I actually believed in my heart, went with my gut, listened to my intuition, and knew that he was the truth. That, like, listen, imagine God, whoever you believe God is, coming down in a human form. Of course, everybody probably be like, "Who? How do God look?" I don't know how God look. God can be a short little person, a male, a woman, black, white, Asian, Spanish, whatever. However you feel God will look. Even if you say, "Oh, well, God is a spirit," imagine that spirit coming to you in a human form. Just picture what, pick a person, pick a body, make up somebody, how they do them avatars, whatever. So imagine God coming to you, however you picture God, male, woman, black, white, short, a midget, tall, whatever, coming to you. Okay, God is coming to you. God knocked on your door. You like, hey, what's up? Yada yada yada. And the person is like, hi, I'm God. You'll be like, what? No, you're not. Like, so they like, okay, fine, I get that. There's a lot of people that coming up in here saying that they God too. But no, I'm really am, God. So right then and there, you should be able to feel the energy. You should be able to feel the energy. And then if you say, well, would you like to come in? We can sit down and talk. I ain't gonna say automatically believe the person. Hey, you can if you want to. I know once he came in and was incensed, when he came in, he was already like, these mother effers, yada yada yada. They tricked me. They did this. I seen myself go out of my body. Yada, yada. Like he was already on some stuff, and I was just trying to listen and catch up. Like, what in the world are you talking about? Like, what? Excuse me? What? So when he finally like calmed down a bit and explained to me and was saying some stuff, I'm like, oh my goodness, that makes sense. It sounds a little weird, but anything is possible. And then he's backing it up with facts. I'm like, wow. And again, that divine timing. I was like, I was just thinking about, whatever. And here he is popping up, like stuff like that. So I'm like, what? So, anyways, getting back to, God coming on your door and say, hey, you let him in. Oh, no, I was saying that story because when I realized he was him, I don't know, I'm going to say within 10, 15 minutes. Within 10, 15 minutes, yeah, I didn't automatically open the door and be like, oh my goodness, it's him. I thought of a possibility because I heard the story of Jesus coming to supper. I heard that story. And then, like, the dude who I was with, well, before we split apart, he was telling me how he, had drinks with the guy at the bar and, for a certain reason, and basically just listening to the guy. Like, some people just need somebody to listen to. And when the dude came knocking on my door, it was like, I just need somebody to listen to me. I'm going through something and this is like effed up and I just need somebody to listen, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, okay, cool. And then that story of Jesus coming to supper ran through my mind. And I'm like, if I say no, you can't come in, like this is my next door neighbor now. I know them, like we bypass each other. But if I'd be like, no, you can't come in, go find somebody else to listen to you. For one, I wouldn't do that because that's not even in me to even do that. So yeah, I can't even say that. But if I were to have did that, which I would not, like, man, just I kid y'all not, we would be in a whole nother reality. We wouldn't even be here. So I kid y'all not, I done saved me, myself, Tom, Dick, and Harry, Dorothy, her little dog, like all of y'all, like for real. So, anyways, yeah, when he came in and he got to talking, like I said, he was just talking, 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 talking. Like cussing and talking and this and that. He was probably even spitting when he was talking. I'm just like trying to like catch up. Like, what in the world are you talking about? So again, he like braced himself a little bit, calmed down some, and was like telling me some stuff and putting pieces together and showing me stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna say within 15, 20 minutes, I'm like, because I already let him in with that possibility of Jesus coming to supper. And from the night before, man, what happened the night before, I was like, let me let him in, especially if he just wants somebody to listen to him. What's the harm in that? Like, let me listen. So when I was listening to him, yeah, I'm going to say 15, 20 minutes in, I was like, damn, okay, I get it. Like, wow. And I'm like, is this really happening? But I wasn't like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, you're really him. Oh my goodness, you're really here and bowing down and everything. No, I was not like that. I was just like, we became friends. I was just like, okay, like even now, like, oh my goodness, when I think about how y'all going to be reacting to both of us, like, for one, I don't want, for me, let me just speak about myself. I don't know how he wants y'all to react to him. But for me, I don't want to be going places and people like, oh my goodness, let me try. Like the paparazzi and people screaming and this and that. No, I want to be like, hey, y'all trying to come over and chill. I mean, of course, I have another location, like another house. It ain't going to be where I'm at now and going to be traveling and stuff. But I just want y'all to know, like, I'm just like y'all. Y'all just like me. But yeah, I'm going to have powers and I can do things and whatever. Y'all can say, hey, Demetra, we need this change, or, we need this. This would be better if we do it this way. And I'll take opinions and advice If y'all all agree on something, okay, let it be done. And it will be done. Y'all have to let me know what it is so it can be done. Like I said, as a group, as a collective, y'all tell me, like, I kid y'all not, if y'all only knew, like, for real, who I am and accept it. And accept it. Like, I'm here for y'all. And again, what I'm saying, man, I'm like, if, and I be outside of my body, I be thinking, like, okay, Demetra, think of yourself as a random person who just came across your page, your social media page. You just say your YouTube, for instance. I put myself in that person's mindset. So then when I do that, I'm like, okay, I would be like, what in the world is she talking about? But kind of sound interesting. Let me fast forward some, see if she's talking about anything. Because this video is like 40 minutes long. I don't know if she's talking about. Okay, let me go to the shorts. Because the shorts might get straight to the point. I'll listen to a couple of shorts. Once I get to the shorts, because in my shorts, I don't break down too much stuff, but I say like the basics. I'll be looking at my shorts or reading, not reading. I'll be watching Demetra shorts on YouTube and little videos. Then yes, I would be like, oh my goodness, this is interesting. That is interesting about her name and about her numbers and 888. Okay, like that's interesting. Let me go to her channel, see if she got a shorter video, like a 10-minute video that I can watch. And I'll watch a 10-15 minute video. And from then on, that's when I'll be like, oh my goodness, I need to keep up with this person because I still need to watch some more of her videos to see what she's talking about because, this is interesting now, but I need to have time to watch a couple of more videos and then, hey, I gotta, oof, and then I'll let people know about her. But who knows? I might go ahead and just tell such and such about her and be like, "Hey, watch this person's channel," like word of mouth. Watch this person's channel or send a text message to the link. Watch this video. What do you think about this? What do you think about her? And stuff like that. And that's how I'm thinking about being outside of my body, looking in because I'm just like now I'm like, do not, just remember anything is possible. Anything is possible. And if we're here. This is the final prophecy. And if y'all not accepting it, if y'all too afraid to accept it, but this is what y'all been talking about, this is what y'all been wanting. If y'all too afraid or too like, to even accept it, and mind you, I'm saying that to myself too, because I'm just like, Demetra, you not even accepting 100% of what I can do. Like, oh my goodness, but I know it's going to happen. Y'all, it's coming. I'm going to be so much in my freaking power that that's what, like, oh my goodness. That's I'm like, Demetria, do not be afraid of yourself. But I feel like I know, I ain't gonna say I feel like, I know that I'm gonna be a whole new person. I'm gonna be Demetra. I'm gonna be Demetra Diane Hemphill. But when I say my power will be called back to me, my confidence, my powers, my energetic, my just like so much stuff, my way of speaking, all that will come back to me. Like everything that is mine will be returning to me. And then I already know when I speak or when I go out in public, I'm not even going to see like nobody. Like far as y'all will probably be out there, in a public wise, walking, going shopping, doing things. But for me, my brain would be like, I don't even see y'all. Like I'm not going to see y'all. Like we ain't going to be bumping into each other or whatever. Because y'all might see me and my energy and who I am, and y'all going to want to stay away from me. Y'all going to be like, oh my goodness, I can't even. see her. Like, I'm so ashamed. Like, I can't even be in the same room with her. I can't even. Oh my goodness, Demisha coming in this grocery store. I need to go on break. I need to leave. I can't be in the same aisle as her because she might talk to me and she want to see right through me, and yada yada yada. And I'm just not ready to accept, to admit my flaws and my flaws, and follow her. Like, I don't know. But it's going to be like, why are y'all running away? Like, I'm here for y'all. And that's how I'm like, I kid you not. And I see myself floating for some reason. Like, when I walk, my feet not even want to be touching the ground. Like, I literally see myself like gliding, like just, like probably not even moving my feet. I'm just like seeing like I'm on an escalator that's like, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches off the ground, and like just gliding. And man, oh my goodness, I make this cup of tea. I'm not even drinking it. I have to warm it back up. But so, but that's probably about it for now. What time is it? The time is 12:27. Yeah. So alright, I'm about to heat this tea back up and probably drink it, watch a little TV, and probably go to sleep. So I will probably most likely do another live tomorrow. Probably a few of them tomorrow. And yeah. All right, and probably really have structure in my next video. Yeah. All right, bye.